Hello everyone, my name is Sergio Sanchez and today I will present my topic about teaching grammar in context, specifically the first conditional for B1 students. This presentation is part of the course Didactic of English at Universidad Nacional Abierta y a Distancia. Introduction. First, let's talk about grammar. Grammar is very important in language learning because it helps students communicate correctly and clearly. It also improves speaking and writing skills. Today, grammar should be taught through meaningful communication and not only through memorization. Students learn better when they use grammar in real situations. Importance of teaching grammar. Grammar helps students express ideas, opinions, and future plans. When students understand grammar, they feel more comfortable, more confident speaking English. Traditional grammar classes sometimes focus too much on rules and repetitive active exercise. However, communicative grammar teaching allows students to practice language naturally and interact with others. Teaching approaches. There are two main approaches to teaching grammar. The first one is the deductive approach. In this method, the teacher explains the rule first, and then students practice in through exercises. The second one is the deductive approach. In this approach, the student discovers grammar rules through example and observation. Both methods can be effective depending on students' needs and learning styles. Grammar in context. Teaching grammar in context means teaching grammar through real life situation and communication. Students work in pairs or groups and practice language meaningfully. For example, if I study hard, I will pass the exam. This makes learning more interesting and practical. First conditional. Now let's look at the first conditional structure. We have an example. If plus present simple, will plus base verb. We use the first conditional to talk about future possibilities and consequences. For example, if I say money, I will travel. If she studies, she will pass the test. This structure is useful for everyday communication. Learning sequences. These lessons follow five stages. First, the warm-up activity activates students' prior knowledge. Second, the presentation stage introduces the grammar structure. Third, guided practice helps students understand the structure. Fourth, communicative practice allows students to use grammar in conversations and activities. Finally, feedback and closure help students to reflect on what they learned. Classroom activities. Some communicative activities are very effective for teaching grammar. Role plays allow students to practice real life conversations. Information gap activities encourage communication between classmates. Groups discussions help students express opinions and future plans. Sentence complexion activities reinforce grammar accuracy. These activities improve fluency and participation. Challenges and solutions. Some students are afraid to making mistake when speaking English. Others have problem understanding grammar structure or limited vocabulary. Teachers can solve this problem by using games, visual materials, teamwork, and technology. Interactive activities help students feel more comfortable and motivated. CE of R level B1. At the B1 level, students can talk about experiences, future plans, and everyday situations. They can also participate in conversation and write connected text. The The first conditional is appropriate for B1 students because it helps them communicate future possibilities and effectively. Educational websites. Teachers can use different websites to create additional materials. Some useful websites are British Council, ISL Collective, Word Wall, Canva Live Worksheets. These platforms help teachers create interactive and engaging activities. In conclusion, grammar should be taught communicatively and in context. Students learn better when they interact, collaborate, and use language naturally. The first conditional is a useful grammar structure to help students express future consequences and possibilities. Technology and collaborative learning improve motivation and participation. Thanks, thank you very much for your attention and hope you enjoyed this presentation. Have a great day, night, or noon. See you later.